What's going on, everybody? Hey, Montie here with another episode of Hey Chill, It's Just a Podcast. We are back. Finally getting back to it. Excuse my voice. I've gotten over a cold, and I still just haven't gotten my voice back yet. So it's going to be a little rough for me. But, boy, we're here today with a whole bunch of different people. Hello, everybody. Say hello.
I have bronchitis.
Broken arm ass. Fucking bronchitis ass.
No, that's you. That's what you sound like.
Whatever.
I have bronchitis. This is what happens when you smoke with sick.
A pack a day. It's what happens when you smoke a pack a day. Yeah, it's rough. But
Hi, I'm Ace.
shit, we got to power through, though. I mean, I've been powering through all week because I was sick as a dog on Monday. And then it was like after that, I just started feeling better. So, But yeah, man, we're here. So how's everybody feeling? How's everybody
How are
doing?
you going to sit beside me and say that you're sick?
No, I'm not sick anymore. I don't feel sick anymore. I just like still have to wait to get my voice back. And
But
that's
are you
about it.
contagious?
Yeah,
I don't
right?
think so. I would hope not.
My head just started hurting. I'm
Right?
going to scoot to the side.
And don't scoot next to me.
Yeah, y'all will be all right. No, I mean, I doubt it. I would hope not. I've been doing sessions all week.
Oh,
Right?
my
Everybody's gonna be
God.
sick.
You know, I did a lot of disinfecting and all that shit throughout.
This is ground zero. This is not safe.
If I cough, I'll just make sure to like aim directly at you and just be like,
I appreciate you. I appreciate
right in your
you.
face.
No Diddy. No
Pause.
Diddy.
All day, all day. We're here
There
with
you
it.
go again.
We're here with another week, man. Another episode. Back at the Stew, baby. All Your Energy Recording Studios here in Hampton. Let's just go around the room. Everybody, just introduce yourselves real quick. Ace, we can start with you. What's up, bro?
What's up? I'm Ace.
Ace in the place.
Yeah.
With the helper hardware folks.
I'm weak. Athlete, artist, entrepreneur, designer.
He said athlete.
Yeah. Well,
No,
you
I'm
know.
playing.
Well, you
You're
know.
an asshole. God damn. Let this man talk.
Hey man, like he's very much in shape, so I just let him.
Oh, it's ironic because I'm not. I'm fucking.
Shots fired.
I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Nah, honestly, Ace will probably whip my ass easy. Well, maybe not today because you got a broken arm.
I'm sorry, Hulk Hogan.
But any other day, he'll probably
Whatever.
whip my ass these days. You've been boxing and shit, right?
Yeah, but shit happens. I dislocated my shoulder. So.
Somebody whip your ass, Ace.
He didn't whip my ass.
I don't know. You were kind of hesitant with that one.
No, because the way he said it was like, okay. So
Well, I mean,
now
I
he
ain't
punched me
getting
in my
it.
shoulder. No, it's a thing now. You shoulder tapping people, so it's just like.
Oh, like they like he was going.
He
for
was
that shit.
significantly heavier than me too. Like he came in about 10 pounds heavier. Than
I was
me,
a
so-
fat boy.
Oh, so that was the goal.
Yeah, just
Squish him.
yeah. I punched him in the face. He broke my shoulder. So,
Yeah.
that's cool. You know what I'm saying?
So I make
guess it
sure
wasn't even.
I put that arm out of commission.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You'll
guess
never punch nobody else. It's all.
that's an even trade.
So
I guess.
yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Hey, fuck him. But yeah, nah. So I'll be back. I'm gonna kill him. So
Damn.
hey, man. But I'm very competitive. You always know that.
Damn right.
Like,
That rematch finna
so,
be
yeah,
intense, B.
so
You
you gotta get in shape.
You better go in there and break the other shoulder.
Yeah, punching him in the mouth and just throw that
No,
bitch
I'm just
out.
playing.
God.
Nah, I'm just playing. But what got you into the? Well, actually, I'm not surprised because I know when we were fucking back then, Race the World days, fucking, you were talking about fighting and boxing and all that stuff. But like, what made you finally get back?
Well, I was doing it for like 3 years just to like keep in shape, and then it was just like I don't mind getting hit. It's like, and I kind of want to take it more competitive. It's like I just felt like I want to do sparring. Then I did good at the sparring, and then it's just like, what can I do? Like, what more can I do? Because I wasn't really trying to record no more music right then. I was trying to like figure out everything that I wanted to accomplish in my next goals in life, and I was just like, man, you gotta go take a side quest. Just had to figure out something else.
Damn
Took my
right.
side quest and came back to just doing the music business stuff, and I'm working with G-Man and stuff still, but just
They
got back
the
into
cardio
that again.
going and shit.
So yeah, now so I feel good, I feel better than not now, but
Broken arms.
I felt better than I did in a few years because I got lazy just like smoking and shit, and then I was like, damn, I don't want this to be my life for the next 10 years. So yeah,
Damn right. That's
don't want
rough.
to get fat and just sitting.
Yeah,
around.
you ain't trying to be like me and Ty Lee. You know what I'm saying?
God
Hey,
damn.
hold up. First of all, fat dudes winning.
Fat dudes are winning.
We're
That's what I
winning.
be trying to tell them.
There's
Fat dudes
nothing
winning.
wrong. Girls like fat guys during the winter.
They like the
They
big.
like us, yeah.
Everybody
wow.
love a teddy bear.
Lay your
Damn
head
right.
on my pillow. Lay your head on my pillow.
No bullshit though, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Cause like, here's the thing. It's just like all that skin and bone and shit.
Yeah,
ain't
it is a
comfortable,
big
you feel
difference
me?
when you're trying to lay on somebody and it's like,
You feel me?
God damn, why your chest so hard?
Ain't no
Feel
flow.
me?
Boom.
Right?
Feel me?
You're like, we can't cuddle tonight. It's uncomfortable.
You need a little
Wow.
fluff.
I feel like this is terrible that I'm the only small person here. It's just like-
You'll be all right. Anyway, so moving on. So who do we have next to you over here?
What it do? It is Nisha Marie.
You can bring the mic closer to you if you need. Yeah, turn it however you need. There you go. There you go.
Alright. Nisha Marie. I'm an artist, and yeah, I've only been doing music for like this is my second year, so I'm like.
And you about to headline a show, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, tonight.
So
tonight.
she talking about it's only her second year. She's doing a headlining of a show already. There's a lot of
Okay.
artists not even goddamn getting on the show, so that's
Yeah, I
something to be
mean-
pretty proud about, I'd say, right?
You just gotta get yourself out there.
Yeah. What
If
kind of
you ain't
music you
gonna take
making?
a risk, then what do you expect to come out of like your dream?
Yeah.
What kind of music are you making? You rapping? You singing?
A little bit of both, a little mixture, a little rapping, singing, a little neo soul when it comes to the
Okay.
singing part, and a little bit of gangsta hood shit when it
Oh,
comes to the,
okay.
the rap,
Gangsta hood shit.
you know, with the Glocks.
How many times do you say suck my dick?
You know what? I haven't yet on the song, but it's
Okay.
coming.
It's
Gave me
coming.
an idea.
I'm
She
sure
gave
it's
me an
coming.
idea.
Sure it's coming.
That's mad funny. And have you performed like a lot of shows, or like is this gonna be?
This is probably like my fourth.
Damn, 4 shows in, you headlining? All right.
Yeah, I'm trying to get out there because like.
Yo, when I first heard
okay.
her voice, bro, I was like, yeah, you like. At first, she didn't want to like she was already doing music, but you just had to push her to like just release the music and stuff, you know, because she was just like,
I was gonna keep that bit locked up.
yeah, you know. So I just like, yo, people want to hear you already doing these shows and stuff, and now you know she's moving up. I'm like, hey,
I'm trying to tell you, all the dope artists are hiding. You know,
Yeah.
they don't want to put out their music, or y'all. Everybody got motherfucking heads on their shoulders. Like, it's too good for the world to hear. Like, fuck out of here with that bullshit. Put that shit out.
I
Like,
think my shit is ass, but.
That's how I be. That's
People
how I
say
be.
it's
That's the
good,
reason why I
bro.
would keep
Tyler,
it locked up.
Tyler.
I be like, it's,
on 'em,
it's
bro.
mid.
Y'all
It's
fuck
mid.
with
get
it.
on these
Oh,
girls, bro.
I think for most people, it's not about what you think. Something you hate, the
Facts.
world
Somebody's
might
gonna
love.
Yeah, so fuck
You
what
feel
you
what I'm
think.
saying?
son.
that's what I told her.
And
I
it's
told
it's,
her.
it's somebody for everybody. It don't matter
Yeah.
what type of vibe it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's people that'll like it if you get it to the right people. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
think that's what it's truly about. Just put it out there. You made it for a reason. It's a point in time you liked it. That's why you
Hell
recorded
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
get what
And
I'm
then you
saying?
just
So,
kept
You had the
so much,
emotions to
that's
put
all.
that.
yeah,
on
if you
that,
didn't like
so-
it, you wouldn't have
Yeah.
recorded it.
Exactly.
And people are going through those everyday emotions. You know what I'm saying? So
No.
you might not be going through that right now, but somebody is gonna go through that eventually.
Exactly.
So
Damn right, because we all go through the same shit, just at different times in our life.
Facts.
That'd be the craziest thing about it, man. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, Tay, reintroduce yourself. We're back here. We haven't
Allow
seen you
me
on
to
the show.
reintroduce myself. My name is Tay.
All right.
Hey.
And she
T
fucked
to
up.
the A-Y.
She fucked up.
No, sorry.
That was
Hey
awful.
y'all. Same day, different shit. It's me.
She's
I don't know what
boring.
y'all want me to say.
Another LL Cool J hat I see.
Another, yeah, because you know I gotta come with the.
that is a
buckets.
dope hat.
I gotta come with the buckets.
Since I know this is coming out when you're releasing it,
Pause.
when are you dropping another song? No, I'm talking to her.
Oh
Ooh.
shit.
Damn.
Oof.
Honestly, the goal this year is to drop another song by summer.
Cause Tay had a song, and I don't comment a lot, but I watch a lot. I watch everybody's shit, even when they don't think so. Her comments and reactions was insane off the release she did do. So you had people excited,
Yeah,
and then it was like, what's
where it
next?
go? Yeah, I actually do have so many people in my DMs just like, oh, this is dope. Where the rest of it at?
Exactly.
And I'm like, it's coming. Yeah, I'm cooking.
So this reminds me, I just had a phone call earlier that Tylee was being a dickhead about, and we were talking. I was talking with a good friend of mine, CEO P. You know what I'm saying, over there with Blensville Awards and all that type of shit. And we were definitely going to be talking about a type of partnership we're going to be doing here, and because they have full access to the radio station.
Yeah.
91.1, you feel me? And regardless if it's a local college station or a big national radio station, you want to get your music on the radio stations.
Yeah.
I don't know about y'all, but I listen to 91.1 when I'm driving,
Sure do.
and I'm always hearing the local artists, and I'm like, damn, like, we got some tight artists around here. We got some dope artists, but this is going to be a nice newer platform that we're going to create some type of idea for artists to start getting a way into getting their music on to a radio station, even if you've never had your music on the radio station,
Like a Jack of
local
Spades
college
type of thing?
nah, it's just gonna be, I'm gonna be able to send this music in whenever. I'm about to be a motherfucking plug for this shit because he wants the good music. They want the good music, so we gonna start feeding them some good music.
Middleman.
Fire.
You know what I mean? So that's my goal with it, because once that's what we were talking about on the phone. Like they're looking for some good music.
It's very
so-
hard
That's
to
exciting.
convince an artist now
Right.
too, because it's so hard to get on the radio. That it's, like it's so hard. It's hard to convince them that they need radio play, but you really do need radio play. So it's just like if by you being able to be that middleman, it kind of makes it like okay, or that not middleman, but that connection. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
hey, I can just help you because sometimes you just need that little bit of support. If you don't have that support at that time frame, that could be a good artist just like I don't want to do this no more. So
Me
you
personally,
being able to touch or no Diddy, but that's terrible that you got to say that shit now. But
Right?
like you being able to like help somebody at that like moment, just push them a little long, that helps a long way.
well,
So,
like I said, there's a lot of dope artists that I even come across, man, and all the really dope ones are hiding. Like they put their music out, but they don't do anything. Like they're not really trying to push it like that. They don't know what to do. Like even just listening to Keith the other day, like his shit is dope. He's got some dope ass music. His visuals are absolutely insane.
You
yeah.
know what's crazy?
Shout out to my boy Keith for
I've
his
ne-
fucking
shout out to
visuals.
Keith.
His visuals
I've never
are.
seen a
You know what's
music video
crazy?
so fire in my
I
life.
like.
Shout
I
out to
literally
Keith.
haven't seen on like any local artist or
No.
like independent
He's
artist
like,
on
he's
our
top
level.
tier with the video.
Yeah, his videos are wild.
we were all like, all of us went to school together, everything, right? So we were all like, I remember they did a whole like rap project and stuff. Like we never took rapping seriously. Like and every time like we would just freestyle and stuff. Nobody took shit seriously. As we got older and stuff, me and Monty started chilling. He went to the military. Then I think him and his then he just got out and he started going crazy with the music. It's just like everybody had that talent. It's just like we had to figure it out our own way.
Yeah, there was that time in the teen center, wasn't there, where they
Yeah.
fucking opened up the studio? Because Chris Brown's producer used to like engineer and produce at the teen center
Yeah.
we used to go to. Like he would be there like every once in a while, like just strolling around, just like, "What's up, guys?" Like, I wasn't a part of that session that they were all in there that day, but like I remember hearing what they did afterwards. It was just like terrible, but it was like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a start, and that's something that started. Like I remember because I was hurt then. I think I had surgery on my leg then, and I remember I wasn't able to be a part of that, so I
Injured
was
from?
distraught.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was fucking. He was injured when I met him.
It's like God.
He had a fuck knee when I met him.
Wow. Yeah.
Like I think the first day I met him, he was good, and then it was like a week later, I see him
I used
back
to
in the
get hurt
teen
a
center on
lot.
crutches. I'm just like, damn.
I always play sports, so it's just like I was.
You always tried. Evidently, you didn't.
No, I was.
Coach, I'm on injured reserve.
She was always hurt.
Always on the sideline.
No, well, I think when you had that knee surgery,
Yeah,
though, that
I-
shit had you fucked up for a while.
Yeah,
though.
because that one was tracking, which is my
Yeah,
knee, so-
That had you fucked up for a while.
yeah.
So I remember
But
you putting the ball.
yeah, because I was hurt. They were doing the music. I was upset because I couldn't do it. I started just working on like producing and stuff. But he started producing and then he started making music. Not Monty, but Keith started making music. He went to North Carolina, but he's doing that shit. Like, I feel like we all should have just like, I don't know. It's like some way, somehow we should have figured something out. But I feel like we can still do it.
I think that's
Yeah, with all of us there.
I don't know if we have a topic, but I do have a question after we finish
ahead.
going around.
Right?
Let me get to it.
Well, go
You
ahead.
the only one left.
Yeah, you are the only one left. So,
We won't. I ain't know we was done.
what's your question?
Any of you guys? How do y'all feel? Do y'all think that independent artists need like artists in development? Do you guys still think that's something
Yes.
that's needed?
Fuck yeah.
Definitely.
No, but like in what capacity? You feel what I'm saying? Like,
At all from the
because
start.
think about it, there used to be a thing. Like before we actually like we'll sign you, but you have to go through artist and development first.
I ain't gonna lie. At the start of your career, bro, like even if you haven't even made a song yet, you got to start learning artist etiquette. Like if it's something you want to do and you really want to take being an artist seriously from the start, learning how to be an artist is like super important. I would think, like, because just the creation process is just one small little.
You know,
part
we
of it.
were watching this thing. It was on the TNA website. Channel, and it was just this wrestler talking. He was just like, "Yeah, I went to this meeting, and he was like, or this big event, and he was like, I walked in there, and they had to come to me, and they told me, hey, make sure you shake everybody's hand. Make sure you say this, this, this. You just introduce yourself." And he's like, "Isn't that common etiquette? Like, shouldn't I already know this?" So I just feel like, yeah, because in every type of
It sounds
thing,
like a Joe Henry thing.
people don't.
Was it Joe Henry who said
It
that?
might have been,
That sounds like Joe
but
Henry.
it just you should know these things. If somebody has to teach you that,
Yeah.
then they should, because if you just walking in and you walk past Jay-Z or you just skip past Jay-Z like, hey, fuck you, like.
I think like I said, we was talking about earlier. I think most of the people now just don't understand the business. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The power of going outside and making shit happen. Like they don't know that. They think now just make a song, sit behind the camera, do a TikTok, post a TikTok, and that should be enough. Because that should just be it. You get what I'm saying? Like not going out to colleges and expanding your brand. Not going to shows, but before you go to shows, can you perform? Do you know how to perform? Jello, I hate to say this. I don't know
That
if I'm
was
supposed to do it.
trash.
His performance was terrible.
Yeah.
Why? Because he breathing like was one thing. Like
Jello?
completely winded. Jello?
And the crowd did not even like
No.
they didn't care.
No.
We're not talking about Jelly Roll, right?
No,
No, Jello.
Uh,
It was
Jello, tweaker.
Ball.
And it, I might slide in the oh,
Oh.
Yeah, the tweaker song. Yeah.
and then
But-
let that shit go.
Yeah, his performance was terrible.
The
bro.
Ball
Just off
brother?
breathing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, just off breathe. Like his breaths, he didn't know. He had no control. But that goes
He
back
performed
to
at the
artist
All-Star
development.
game.
Like
You know, I don't.
They only had him do
these
one song
motherfuckers.
too,
he
right?
just did that one song.
Yeah, he did that one.
You
don't have
remember?
any other songs.
You
I don't think he
remember?
do.
No. You remember the old All-Star
You remember?
games? They were performed like 10 minutes.
Yeah,
What the fuck was that?
he don't have any other songs.
But what that shows like the attention span of what people have. So I just feel like,
popularity.
yeah,
But it also goes again off branding. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like he has a marketing team who runs ads for all his songs. He's on every blog site that there is.
I've
He's
never
going
heard
on the
any
radar.
other song from him but that though.
No,
Me
that's
the other ones.
Yeah.
So if you go on Lonzo Ball's page
Mm-hmm.
and you like click just a couple songs, like just a couple pages, it's a couple Jello Ball songs. They are trash. Like, they're garbage.
Oh, so he just got that one that was.
I mean, okay, I can't say they're garbage, but they're not something that any person would be like, hey, yo, like
Run
I
it
like
back.
I
him
gotta go
better
hear
This
that.
is
than most
fire,
people.
bro.
Yeah,
Go run
you're not
that
gonna do that. Like it's somebody's cup of tea. It's just not most
Yeah.
people's problem.
Because I feel like that's where, like I said, we have a lot of, in this area, we have so many creative artists. Like you said, there's just like nobody really knows about, or they might have a little bit of like knowing of them. But the reason we don't get to the level we should be, just off branding, like artists branding themselves.
Well, because a lot of artists don't really know how to.
How-
Though is
yeah.
the thing.
And that's
Like,
what I'm
it's-
saying. I don't blame the
This
artist.
all goes into artist development though, because like artist development, a part of that is learning like what are the different things that you need as an artist. It's not just learning how to act, but it's also how to be an artist, how to be a brand, how to be a professional business, how to be a business, how to be a company, how to be all that shit into one. You know what I mean? It's like it's learning how to kind of be manufactured, like in a way, how to create your own manufactured system for yourself to continuously push out music, get your name out there, do performances, and then get paid. You know, it's like, because once you can figure out that system for yourself, I was just watching the thing on Doechii earlier, her strategies and shit. She has like all of her different pages. They are all different. Like her Instagram, what she posts on there is nothing compared to what she posts on her TikTok. And what's on her YouTube is different than all of that. And, you know, it's like she has different platforms to show different sides of herself, which gives her audience a whole lot to look at because it's not the same thing with every platform. It's something different on every single platform. And she consistently drops music every week. So
You
it's
also
like,
don't have, but I mean, it goes back to as simple as you have artists that don't even know what a DSP is. Who's your distributor? They're like, bro, you got YouTube? Like, are you on Spotify?
I'm on SoundCloud.
Most
On
artists don't
SoundCloud.
know what BMI is. So.
Yeah.
That's cap.
I mean, any
Some
artist at
trust,
this point
like-
who's just like, "Oh, I'm still on SoundCloud." At this point,
Yeah.
like,
But they don't know. Like, and that, like, who do you blame for part of it? You get
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
know.
Like,
I feel like, especially if they were kind of like getting it off the mud for themselves, I feel like they kind of are to blame because if this is what you want to do, then you need to be doing
Well,
research.
you
to figure
you
it
know
out.
you know what's crazy that y'all say that? Guess who taught me about music?
Yeah,
So if
same
I
thing.
didn't have him,
Yeah,
then-
if I wouldn't have.
so that everybody can't have a Monty. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Everybody can't have somebody who's gonna take that time and instill certain structure of business and music into you.
but you
They
gotta
don't have
think,
that.
Indie back in the day didn't have to go through a lot of the things that we have to now, especially with technology. Not saying that we have it any easier or harder, but think about it. How hard was it for me to go to a studio before, get the CD burned? I could take the CD to my crib, burn 100 of those CDs, and then
And
go
just
hand the
pass them
CDs
out.
out and sell them to people. And that's how I make my paper. I didn't have to register my music.
Mm-hmm.
Most artists didn't even know how the hell to do that because that was only something the labels did.
well,
you get what I'm saying?
that
So
is
it's
very
like-
true. That is very true. But that's why there wasn't like independent artists like that.
That's what
But
I'm
then
saying.
when there was the Nipsey Hussle who broke through, and then the fucking like those few independents who learned how to do all that shit themselves,
Exactly.
and then learned that, oh, you can actually just pay for all this yourself. Like, you don't have to have a label to do this. They started realizing that, like, it changed the game, of course, for everybody, because now everybody's like. But me, the way I looked at it, because I didn't have anybody to really guide me through the shit, I just figured it out on my own. Just like you said, when you're getting into something, it's like you would think in your mind, damn, well, I got to figure out how to do it.
Exactly.
But like through time, I started meeting people. I got G White, Jay Real. I started meeting Rick Rogers. I started meeting people who started really teaching me some shit, like teaching me some shit. You know what I mean? And then it helped me learn just stuff for myself. But still, even a lot of shit that I preach and teach, I don't even do myself.
Yeah. But I will
So-
say though, it's a lot of people that I met in the beginning stages, and they would tell me like some of the steps that I needed to know. But I felt like the shit that was important that I needed to know,
10 minutes.
no one told me. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they won't giving that out. Like you ain't giving out this tea. Like how to
Yeah.
do certain shit that I felt like was impactful. I needed. Like hell, how do you get playlists with this, or how do you get the playlist, and what's the proper steps to do this? Like they be like, oh man, like it's different for everybody, and I'm like, that's bullshit. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like those was the things that
It's also because this is what I'm also learning is like the artists, some of the artists who are getting some of these bigger playlist placements and shit like that, they're not the ones doing it. They have somebody doing this shit for them, so they genuinely don't know the answers. Like, this is something we also have to take into consideration is like, just because we're seeing all this happening for somebody doesn't mean they're the one necessarily doing it. It means that they have parts in the creation, but like they have people behind them, unless they know what they're doing, which is rare. Like, there's rare to really see artists who know how to really like maneuver their way through placements and, you know, how to get on playlists and all that type of shit. It's rare. A lot of the times the ones, it's because they got people. They're paying people.
Most
who
of
know
them
what they're
have
doing.
management and stuff. Like, people ask me all the time about Lige. Lige does not do all that by himself. Like, you know, like Lige or like just all the bigger artists. Like anybody who has constant people who are listening to their songs or who they're constantly moving around, they can't manage all that. You have to have somebody doing your business. You also have to have somebody maybe finding you shows and stuff too. You got to assign those people yourself sometimes too, because the label might not do that for you. So you just gotta, if you gotta put yourself in positions to like be better. Just relying on somebody else is not gonna help you. You have to do it yourself. Like,
I also think that like once a lot of artists understand that there's no like cheat code or like there's no actual like straight path or shortcuts in doing all of this type of shit, and that a lot of it is interaction and like how you talk to people and the places that you put your music and all that type of shit. It's a lot more of that than there is anything else. Of course, there's other groundwork as far as making your videos and your content and all that, but that's just one small section. Like, there's so much. You got to be on radio. You got to be making your content. You got to be in the fucking inboxes of music supervisors and all this type of shit. Like,
and nowadays you gotta be on TikTok.
right, yeah. And I think a lot of
well, that goes into content.
and I think too, like, you got to be patient You get what I'm saying? You can't rush the process.
People don't realize Doja was out for a minute.
A long time.
A long
She
time.
been out
And
for
who's
a
the
minute.
other artist? What's her name? Seven Streeter. She's been out
Yeah.
for a minute.
Mooney Long.
Forever.
For
They
a
all
long
been out
time.
forever.
These
They've
people
all
been
out
writing
forever.
for people for a long time. They are just using some of their songs that they did not give away or that people rejected,
No.
and they're taking those songs and say, "Okay, I'm gonna do this
A
music."
lot of
That-
artists want to rush. They want to rush the process.
That, and it's also like when you get a lot of repetition and a lot of experience with writing for other people,
Mhm.
eventually, like, you have to understand these songwriters are fucking talented.
Yeah.
Like, not all of them have the voice, but some of them do. It's just that they choose in that time of their life, like, I want to be in the back. Like me, I want to be in the back. I don't want to, like, being in the front of the camera's cool, but I like being in the back doing that stuff. Like, everybody's different, as far as how they want to progress, but when you start off songwriting, doesn't mean you're going to end off songwriting. You know what I mean? Like, wasn't Kanye just a producer at first?
Yeah.
And then he started weaseling his way in.
Kanye
Step
didn't
at a
get
time.
popping until he was like 27.
Point being is
26,
that he
27.
weaseled his way in through all them years, and finally somebody took a chance on him because he was annoying about it. Travis Scott is another one. He's annoying. He was annoying people with Twitter. Like, he was just all
didn't he
over
just get
Twitter.
the Raw? He's on the Raw theme now, ain't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
That's
he's-
crazy
Yeah,
work.
I think he's on the
To
WrestleMania
think
theme.
that Travis
The
Scott
Fiend,
is the
Fiend,
theme song.
Fiend,
Yeah.
Fiend,
Yeah.
Fiend.
Of Raw is crazy.
No, I don't think it's Raw. I think it's the WrestleMania theme song.
That was raw. You got the raw.
Oh, is
He
it?
got the
Is it?
Raw
Okay,
theme
okay,
song
okay,
now.
okay.
Yeah. That's crazy. Think about it. Like 90210, we was listening to that, 5-6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
That guy has a theme song Raw.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's just a
Bro
lot
was
of,
smoking a blunt on live
On
TV,
live television.
on,
I mean,
on
just-
live wrestling.
Just
Bro.
no. You're gonna hear no.
Did you see
No.
that Lil Wayne
Like-
performance?
Yes. You're gonna hear no a lot. Like, and you're gonna want to quit a lot. And if you still crazy enough to do it, typically that's when it works. Like,
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's really the.
that's
It's,
usually how it works.
it'd be the ones who just won't take no for an answer, bro.
Yeah.
And those are the ones who really are just like, because they fully believe in themselves, and that those are the people who really make it. Like,
Yeah.
but the thing about it is like, there's people who believe in themselves and they are actually good at it, and
No,
then there's people who really believe in themselves, but their shit is just ass.
Crazy story, right? So it's to the point where I thought we almost. I don't know if Montie ever told you. The last wrestling placement we had. I had to talk to the wrestler and tell him about the situation that we had going on. He was like, "Yo, I want to do this. Can your boy change it?" I'm like, "Sure." Like first time, right? I told Monty's like, "No problem." He
Are we
listened
talking
to it
about
again.
20
He was like,
20
Oh, yeah, you
fucking
had to change
revisions
it all the
later?
time.
27.
Nah, it was 20 revisions.
20 revisions.
It was 20 revisions, and
It was
then
the 20th time I was like, bro, he's gonna say no, like, and we just gonna screw this whole thing.
nah, I still did it. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
I know.
Yeah.
But again, like,
Fuck that.
He said, "Nah, this was an opportunity of a lifetime."
That takes the
You
knowledge to
did
know
this every
that
time.
like y'all had an agreement. Y'all both know y'all relying on each other, so he understands the business.
I wanted my shit on TV.
Exactly.
Shit. I don't
That's all
give
that
a
mattered to
fuck.
him.
I wanted
yeah,
my
but
shit
you
on
think about it,
TV.
though, a lot of producers, a lot of artists these days. Somebody told them 20 times they have to make a change.
They're just gonna be like,
And you
"Oh,
know
They're
what?
Like, no, I'm not doing it.
And but if you didn't take the extra mile and register the songs and get your royalties and stuff, y'all both. So
Yeah, we
you
sat-
did more than what most artists.
We
would
sat
do.
on the phone
'Cause
for the entire day.
You
doing
made
that
sure
shit.
you got your royalties. You
Yeah.
knew that opportunity was gonna present, and regular Joe Smo is just gonna give their song to AEW or whoever,
Yeah.
and just let them do whatever with their song.
Yeah, bro. We were
And
literally on the
they
phone
gonna
for
spin your
hours.
shit as many times as they want to, and you're not gonna see a dime.
Exactly.
And you're gonna be sitting there like, oh, I don't know what happened.
Yeah, shit. I mean, even at the time, I didn't really care about the money. I just wanted my shit on TV.
And we knew in the beginning, like, I remember, like, the first album, the little album piece that we did. Like, I told Monty, like, bro, like, in the beginning, we might not see nothing. Like, but let's just be available and let's produce, like,
Damn right.
let's produce something that we know is going to make them say, yo, can y'all do this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, the first joint we did was fire. And then they came back and was like, yo, can y'all do this? We did that. Another wrestler came. Can you do this?
Yo,
And it was to
I'm
the point
putting
where,
this-
like,
I'ma
wrestlers,
put
I have
this-
wrestlers coming to me. Now, I don't just make music for AEW.
Queen
Yeah.
Aminata
So,
is
like,
gonna
to
want my
have
music.
wrestlers just come up to me
Like,
asking
hey,
me
can
to
you
make
make me-
music,
Queen Aminata is gonna want my music. I'm putting that in the universe.
that'd be a
Okay.
crazy Afrobeat song, too, though.
Boy, I'll make that shit sound sexy too. should be coming out looking like a queen.
He over there fantasizing.
Cause that is just my baby.
That's my.
Which, by the way,
crazy
this was all just a general question that I just had. I just wanted to know your perspective.
Nah, I love Queen Aminata. She's dope as hell.
Definitely.
That wasn't the question. I said that wasn't the question.
That
No,
wasn't the question. Yeah.
We're talking about artists and development.
Yeah.
Artist and development, yeah, man.
that's
Fucking
not-
artists dead do need that from the start, though. I do really think that because even just getting like coming up in the game, you gotta know how to talk to people, even if they're not people of relevance or importance to your career. If it's just somebody who's maybe could be a fan of your music, know how to talk to these people. Because when you're first getting started and you start to go out to these shows and showcases and you want to act like you're a superstar, ain't nobody gonna fuck with you. I've seen time and time again so many artists who be going to showcases and shit who feel like they're all big and bad and tougher than everybody and fucking I'm a superstar and you're not. And they get fucking not booed out the building, but nobody cares when they go up
Where
to
they
perform.
freeze on stage.
That and they fuck up. Yeah, I've seen that too. Those are the funny ones though. I like those. Like you have it
I
coming.
like to see a nigga freeze
moments
on
like
stage.
yeah,
That's
damn right, damn right.
You
damn
can see
right.
them shaking. I've seen it.
Damn right.
Yeah, I
But-
like it.
But I know that these two have to go here in a few minutes because she's got a big show that she's got to go get. So tell everybody any last information that you want them to know real quick.
Where can we
before-
find you?
Yeah, all that good stuff.
I am on Instagram at spiritual.nisha and on TikTok as Miss Clout4. And I do have 2 songs on Spotify under Nisha Marie, Sliding Tonight and Motion. And yeah, I'm just a little low-key vibe. My music is a vibe. I'm a vibe.
Got you.
Hopefully y'all see more.
You
of me.
excited for tonight? You nervous?
I'm not nervous because like I already know the crowd. You know, it's like my second, third time performing with these people. So,
Okay.
so yeah, I'm just
Good
a little
luck
nervous
to you.
because it's like 17 minutes long. My longest set.
Oh yeah, you gonna be tired.
No, she's prepared.
I'm a little chunky. I'm gonna be like, bruh.
Shit.
Shout
I can't
out
even do 10.
Vice Versa, G-Man Entertainment Music Group, Create Department, and The General. All my brands except G-Man, but I work with them. So, yeah, shout out all those people. And F Montie. That's all I have.
Did I introduce
Fuck
myself?
Monty.
You didn't. That's what I was
didn't.
saying.
Yo,
Oh, shit.
It's
we
all right.
went
Straight
through
to your
40
point.
minutes of this show.
Yeah, we're gonna be starting it back up.
And
I
I'm the
just know
Jimi
they
Hendrix
gotta
of my
go.
generation, Talib, if you didn't know that, by the way. Yeah.
Go ahead, say that one more time.
And I'm the Jimi Hendrix of my generation, Talib, by the way. Hey, what's going on?
Nobody gives a fuck. Just
God.
No, play. No, I'm just
God.
playing. Don't be my ass. Don't
To
be my ass.
God.
Don't be my ass. He's scary, bro. He's
God
scary. He's
damn.
scary. He's scary. He's looking at me. He's looking at me. He's looking. No, all right. So we're gonna be right back.
He
here
might
in a
need
minute.
this brace.
Yeah, I was about to say, he gonna need a brace and some crutches.
Hey, you
Yeah,
wanna borrow
bro,
this
we need a
brace?
neck brace. We need some crutches. All right, we're gonna be back here in a minute. Clicking recording. All right, we're back. What's going on, guys? We are back here at Hey Chill. It's just a podcast. We just had Ace in the place with the helpful hardware, folks. Because the commercial. No, we just had Ace in here with his girl. Shit.
Nisha Marie.
Nisha Marie. Yeah, I'm so bad with names. Dope. That was dope, man. Yeah, that was in here.
Yeah.
Feel me? That's my dog. Moving on to the next thing. So, shit that's gonna get Ty Lee trouble. No.
You're childish.
Nope.
Man, so women, you feel me? No, I'm just playing. Yo,
No.
so fucking, how are y'all feeling about like the Super Bowl just happened, this whole thing with Drake and all that shit, right? Because we've been talking about Diddy and shit off camera, but we're not gonna go that deep into that conversation. But fucking the whole Super Bowl situation that happened now, right? With Kendrick did the fucking not like us. How do y'all think Drake is feeling? Do you guys think he's gonna be able to recover?
I think he's playing off of it. I feel like he's a money man, so he's gonna find a way to try to still pull attention from it. It's like as long as you're saying his name still.
Yeah, but you're saying his name next to a pedophile.
Not facts.
Like, I
You're
don't know if that's
right.
really where I want my name to be said.
You are so right.
Nah,
about
I
that.
think.
But he
honest-
didn't say it on the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
He didn't say
He
what?
said certified
say
lover boy,
pedophile.
certified
No.
pedophile.
No, he
yes,
didn't.
he did.
He did not say pedophile.
He didn't
He couldn't
say the
say
word.
pedophile.
He
He
couldn't
couldn't
say
say
it,
it,
but
or he was gonna get
Lover boy
sued.
certified. Pow.
Uh-huh.
everybody knew.
But
everybody knew, yeah, I mean-
everybody
Exactly.
knew.
He still said, "Say Drake."
Yeah. I
think
hear
that
you
was
like
a-
him young.
Say
He
Drake.
did say that still.
That was the
Say Drake.
funniest thing to me was him looking at the camera and just smiling.
Say
Right,
Drake.
that was hilarious, bro. When I saw him come out with the little A chain, I
Yeah.
already knew. Yeah, this nigga coming on bullshit.
It was just funny because the crowd was pretty much dead. It seems like from at least the fan footage that I've seen, like the crowd was pretty much dead until the A minor part, and that was the only time everybody was just like, said it, and then that was it. It was just quiet again. It was just like, but for that to be the impact line of the song is hilarious. Just absolutely gold.
Not facts.
Gold.
Nah, but I don't think Drake's gonna be able to. I don't think he's gonna really recover in the aspect of be at the top of the game. I don't think so. Now, I still think he'll monetize off of it because, of course, he's doing a tour right now, and it seemed like he's still doing relatively good off of it. You know what I'm saying? But in the aspect of like streaming numbers, I think this just like shot him in the foot and made it even worse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like his whole UMG stuff he has going on.
Oh yeah, with him. Yeah, I forgot.
I just think.
I understand why he's suing though. It's like the thing because like I can understand from his perspective like how he can feel like this could have been a setup for his contract negotiation if that's really what the case is. Like I can understand that just simply because like you see it kind of all the time in business where like people will try to like when even in wrestling, like when a contract negotiation is about to come up, they'll either like make or break a wrestler to like really try to either, you know, that wrestler will either have like superstar fame start to happen for him like a LA Knight where he just shoots up out of nowhere and then, you know, your contract negotiations come in and now you're like making mad money for them. So now you feel like you're worth more. Or they feel like, you know, you were getting a push and the crowd was behind you, but now they're not fucking with you for real behind the scenes. So now they're trying to like squash your entire push just so that you're not as valuable when you try to re-sign.
Yeah, but I think it's still it's ways to handle it. Like you gotta understand, there's no emotions in business, and I think that's where he's doing all of the wrong
things. Because I ain't gonna lie to you, I do think about Jay-Z and Beyonce. They get called all types of names throughout the internet, like. People done called them in everything under the sun but a child of God, and you don't see them soon.
Yeah,
Jack Wright, for example. You know what I'm saying?
It's the way you handle business. You know what I'm saying? So for him, I just feel like personally, you know what I mean? Like you got to understand the same way the machine could work for you, it could work against you.
Against
you,
you,
know
yeah.
And I think that's where he's messing up.
And that's the hypocritical part of it is like you're suing the same machine that's pushed your shit to the moon dozens of times at this point. So it's like now, because like what I'm looking at is like the long term of this. Like you might be suing him now, but now then what's gonna happen after all of this? Like if are you gonna end up re-signing with them, or are you gonna end up parting ways with them? If you do re-sign with them, are you gonna even get 400 mil now? Like, are you like?
You got to remember, Kendrick's under the same umbrella. Like, even though he's TDE, he's still under the same universal umbrella. So it's like, ugh.
Yeah, to me, it's a whole messy situation, especially to have two artists under your label beefing, and two of the top artists in the world beefing, no less. That's got to be kind of rough to deal with. But at the same time, they made millions of dollars from it, so it can't be that rough to deal with.
I guess the real question would be, because you just asked, how do we feel about that? What do you think? Whose side do you think J. Cole's on right now?
I ain't gonna hold
I
you.
feel like J. Cole is sitting back laughing.
Nah, facts.
Nah,
That's
I feel
what
like
that
J.
man is
Cole.
doing.
No, I feel like J. Cole probably sitting back hurt because his homeboys are beefing and Drake's career's fucked right now at this moment in time, and Kendrick's just laughing about it, and he's probably just sitting back like, man,
I mean, but at the same time, I'm pretty sure that he didn't probably warrant Drake too.
Yeah, of course.
Because if this man has decided to take a step
Damn right,
back,
that motherfucker
then,
said, I apologize. I don't want shit to do with this, because he knew.
Yeah, bro, he already
He
knew
it was coming.
Like lyrically, dog. Like Kendrick's like one of them. Like, and I don't care what nobody say. In my personal opinion, you could put Not Like Us as far as diss records up there with like Tupac and Ether, and hit him
Not
up.
Like
and Ether,
Us.
Like,
Not Like Us was literally one of the biggest records ever created, bro.
yeah,
Like,
you want to know who has the biggest smile probably right now? Pusha T.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Biggest smile on his face, dog.
He's like, yes, we finally did it. We did it.
Yes.
I mean, because say Drake.
Say Drake.
No, really.
You like him young.
Exactly.
All I'm saying is the
didn't
Millie
even say
Bobby
like-
Brown shit. The Millie Bobby Brown shit didn't help his situation. Like for all that to come out like in the midst of all of this, was rough. Like, and it wasn't even like it wasn't a known thing because like the shit that they were like taking from was shit that was like Ben said, like
Yeah.
interviews she's been done and shit. Like it wasn't like she just came out during this process and was just like, oh yeah, me and Drake were best friends. No, this happened already.
This is
like,
the thing though, because like this isn't the first time that Drake's been talked about messing with young women at all. It's just that Kendrick made a song about it, and everybody is gonna continue to sing about it.
Exactly.
for
Well,
fucking
because
ever.
I mean, the thing is, we were just talking about this. All these rappers back in the day
Yeah,
were
they
all
all did
dating. We
it.
were just talking about the Aaliyah situation. Like, fucking, you said Jay-Z dated her when she was like
Dame
fucking
Dash.
hella your Dame
Yeah.
Dash. All these dudes were dating her when she was underage.
Monica.
And
Monica.
there's a few of these joints who were underage and they were being fucking predated. What is it?
Predated.
Preyed on. I said predated. Preyed on by old men. And fucking
I wouldn't say old men. They weren't old men.
old men for the most part. If they're in their 30s fucking with a fucking
They were in their
17-year-old, you're rough.
That's still gross.
I don't care. They're
Yeah.
old.
That's still gross. I don't know anything. A minor with anyone of age to me is gross.
Anybody who's
Like-
not old enough to drink to me is a minor. I don't care. If you can't get into the club, you can't get in the bar, I can't fuck with you. Like you got to be able to drink
I said I think
Like-
it's gross.
because I'm a grown ass man. I ain't trying to be
Babysitting
yeah. You know what I mean?
theoretically.
Anyway, so Donald Trump, he's destroying our country. Whose fault is that?
I'm not doing that. Remember, I just told you certain things I ain't doing. That's one of them.
He's destroying our country.
I ain't doing
No, I'm just playing. I'm
I
just-
almost said, but I
Please
was
don't
sitting here
send
in
the SWAT.
silence. Like,
Please don't send in SWAT to come and just
Right.
fucking raid this room. We're
ICE
kidding.
is coming for you, bro. I'm sorry.
I'm fully American, so you guys are gonna have to, cause I'm from Puerto Rico. You feel me? I'm not from Puerto Rico. I'm from New York. I'm Puerto
What part?
Rican. Upstate, Kerhonkson.
Kerhunction.
Kerhonkson.
Kerhunction.
I went to Rondout Valley High School, the home of the Ganders.
bro, I bet you the only people that know that is the people that actually graduated with you. Like,
Right.
no one.
You know what? I actually have a coworker that is from upstate New York too.
What part?
I forget. It's another name, one of those names that's like you don't fucking
No,
know.
I feel like anything like Schenectady, Albany, Niagara Falls, Buffalo. Like I still
won't neither one of
consider.
those.
I consider
sent it
all
to
of those
them in a
places like New York, Rochester. I still
But
consider
neither
it.
one
Those
of
are
them knew.
all way further north from.
But those are
where
all
I
like
was.
that's New York. Even it might not be New York City, but it's New York. I've never heard of where you're from ever.
Maybe it's like mid northern New York.
He said it's
like
about 2
mid-northern?
hours.
It's 2 hours north of the city, yes. But you're saying Buffalo is New York, but
Buffalo
where
is
I'm
New
at,
York.
2 hours from the city is not from New York.
I've never heard of
but
it.
8 to 10 to 12 hours from the city is.
But people have heard of
Buffalo's
it.
8 to 10 to 12 hours from the city.
Can be a.
Have you ever heard of Buffalo?
Yes.
You heard of Niagara Falls?
Yeah.
You heard of Albany?
Albany, yeah.
Okay. Where you from?
Kerhunkson.
You ever heard of that?
Not until he said.
Okay.
Accord. Kingston.
That's Kingston.
New Paltz.
I've heard of
I
Kingston.
Kingston.
Heard of Kingston.
Kingston was 40 minutes from me.
I know Kingston.
So you were near Kingston.
You're near Kingston, not Jamaica.
Yeah, not Jamaica.
Yeah, the other Kingston. But yeah, I've heard of that.
I'm so sick of you people.
I'm just saying.
Because imbeciles like these people are like, oh, if you're not from the
The word
city,
is
you're not from
imbecile.
New York.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't.
You're
really-
not from New York because
I mean,
you're not from the city.
technically, but not
Fuck
really.
you.
I mean, no, though, because even other upstate New Yorkans, or however you say it,
Yeah.
like cities like that, they don't know of the other city.
No.
Because my coworker, like I said, she lives in another city that I don't know the name of. And when I asked him, he said, I don't know where that is.
The environment is
Tell
just
her
the
she-
environment is just different.
Yeah,
you feel what I'm
it's
saying?
just-
Like I got family that live in Schenectady. Shout out to all my family in Schenectady.
See, I
But-
don't even know where Schenectady is.
Yeah, it's up there by Albany.
All right, so
But yeah.
that ain't New
is
York
it
then.
country?
Nah, not really. No.
Oh, okay.
But it's not like Brooklyn. It's not Queens.
Yeah,
You
like
get what I'm saying?
Kingston.
Yeah.
Kingston
Like-
wasn't really like country. Like you had to.
So you know what I'm saying? Like they have their hoods, but their
Yeah.
hoods to me is no different than like going downtown.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not seeing them 15, 16 story buildings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's
with
how
the
it
AC
was in,
units
like-
hanging out the window. Like
Gotcha.
it's
Yeah.
not that, but
So
it's
more
still
like
a
a
hood.
town.
Yeah, it's a town.
Yeah, it's like
You know what I mean?
Newburgh. Newburgh was kind of like downtown Newport News type
Yeah.
of shit. Like yeah, like,
That's why I said the environment's different. So like when people are like, oh, that's not New York, that's what they mean by that. You know what I mean? Like it's not the same environment.
But my thing is where I'm from was way more beautiful than the fucking city. I don't know how many times y'all have been to the city. It's not that pleasant out there.
No,
it's
not.
really not.
Disgusting.
It is
So,
one of the dirtiest places.
it's
My thing is
disgusting.
like, why want to be known for the disgusting part of the state when I could be known for being a part of the
Because
beautiful
we
part
didn't
of the
choose
state?
to be there. Like you gotta adapt to where you at. You
I
feel what I'm
mean-
saying? Like, but I will say it's a lot to do in New York. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of opportunity in New York. A whole lot of opportunity.
In the populated areas, yeah.
Yeah.
But
No, just New York in general.
where
like,
I'm from, nah, there ain't really. Unless you have like your own fucking business.
no,
of
but I'm
some
talking about. I
sort.
was talking about the city. So you was just mentioning the city. So I'm saying like New York City. So much shit to do there.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
city. Yeah. I mean,
Opportunities
there's still a lot
endless.
to do. There's a lot to do up where I'm from, but like growing opportunity.
Yeah.
There's not like much room to grow
Yeah.
unless you like get into a big company or something that's up there.
Yeah.
Like they had, I think they used to have a research lab up there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but like because my mom used to work at the research lab and shit, and like, but there wasn't room to grow in there for real. It's just like. Once you get your job, that was your job.
So
you know,
it's a
type of
small
shit.
town. Once you
Type
got
of
as
shit.
far
I
as
guess
you
this
got,
is.
you
I guess
stuck.
this would determine your New York card, Monty. You ready? As a New Yorker, did your mom and dad ever take you to see the ball drop?
No,
You've never seen the ball drop.
not in person. No,
Okay,
we
then I
went
can
to the
say-
Macy's Day
New
Parade.
Yorkers don't do that shit.
Yeah, nah.
We don't do that. Like I have people that be like, "Oh, bro, you saw the ball drop?" Fuck no. Like,
I
New
mean,
Yorkers
we've
don't
done
do
the
that.
Macy's
Like,
Day Parade, but like we never saw the ball drop. No,
all right, nah,
because
I-
to me it was just like
it's stupid.
yeah.
It's a lot of people. Traffic's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
I
Yeah.
couldn't do the city in general though. It's
Parking?
It's too
Non-existent.
fast.
Yeah, there is
it gotta
no
slow
parking.
down for me. Everybody moving too fast. Too much hustle and bustle. Too many people. I don't
But
like it.
depending on what you want, like if you're in the like entertainment world, like you want to be a model, you want to be an actress, you want to
Well,
be a
yeah.
rapper, like comedian, like those are the Broadway. That's where you want to be at, man. Like that's what I mean, like land of opportunity,
And like Hard
especially
Rock
in those
Cafe
ways.
and shit.
Yeah, that's where you want to go. Like
Yeah.
even if like I tell people, even if you're here, if you have the opportunity to go to New York and you pursue any of those things that I just said, like definitely go and just check it out. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean New York has its pretty sucks. Like it has its like nice anemones. I can't think of the word. Enemy.
All right, Nemo.
I was just
Nah,
about
I
to
can't
say
think
that.
of the word. Anyway, but New York has its nice spots, like, and it has its historical landmarks too. Like, cause I remember in 8th grade when we went to Ellis Island and all that, and we fucking took the boat around Liberty Island and all that shit. Like, it's real cool. Like, there's a lot of real cool stuff you can definitely see out there. They have the art museum, the Museum of Natural History. Like, there's a lot of beautiful things you can do in the city. It's just the city itself. Like, the streets are just so
Yeah.
garbage
people.
everywhere, rats, and the people
Yes,
are
the
pretty
people are
ugly.
so-
Yeah, it's
Bro,
cold.
I think that was one of the like when we first moved here. That was one of the first things I noticed was like how welcoming people are here.
Yeah.
Like good morning,
Yeah.
or like if we're walking, like if you walk in New York in the New York street, people don't even acknowledge you.
No.
They don't see you. Like
Yeah, I mean,
You
it
make
also
a lot more eye contact.
it
now.
also
a
depends
lot
on
more
like.
here.
It's a lot.
I mean,
more.
but it also depends on like where you are too, and you know what your skin color is, because a lot of white people are scared of black people. So depending on where you're walking,
Even here, they still greeting.
Definitely.
nah, bro.
Depending
I've
on-
been to a couple neighborhoods. You ever been out to Pocosin?
Yeah, I've been in Costa.
Have you been there at night?
No,
Yeah, don't.
I've never been. I think the scariest place
It's
here
like a
for me
sundown
is
town
Gloucester.
for real.
Gloucester scares me.
Really?
For real.
Yes. Bro, I went to a restaurant one
Stones
time.
up there.
Bro,
That's why.
let me tell you how scary it was. Like
Scary, yeah.
I don't care. But I knew I was in the wrong place when I went to a restaurant with a friend of mine, and he was like, "Yo, let's go to the seafood spot right here." So I was like, "All right, cool." So we pull up. When we open the door, you know the bell that rings in restaurants? The bell rung. So most people, what do you do when the bell
They
go-
greet you.
No,
Hey.
they look to see,
Oh.
like, who is that? Yo, everyone's head turned, for me, it seemed like at the same time. And it just was quiet. They just stared.
Oh.
And we were the only people that looked like me in there. So what did we do? We just turned around and walked right back out.
Really? I would have sat down and ate.
Nah, I'm not. I don't want it. Nope.
I mean, yeah. If I walk into a place and everybody starts staring at me, I'm out.
I mean, like,
even gonna hold
didn't
you.
no greeting. Just everyone stopped and just continued to stare. Like,
Yeah, I'd have been out.
yeah, I'm like, nah, I'm good.
That's
So,
my problem. Maybe I'm too curious.
yeah,
'cause-
nah, I don't want to be curious.
She'd have been
Not
like,
in
"Oh,
that.
hello,
No.
everybody.
I'll
How
be-
are you
Hello.
guys?"
Yes.
I'll be
how are
curious
y'all?
in like Newport News.
You said what?
I'll be curious here. I'm not being curious in Gloucester.
I don't know. It's
I
like once
can't.
everybody look at me, my first response is, "Hello,
Yeah.
how
nah.
are you?"
Yeah, nah. If you can feel the energy in the room, like it's shifted.
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck that
you
shit.
gotta command your own energy, bruh. Fuck y'all.
So let me ask y'all this, right? This is a tough question here. Tough thing to talk about.
Is it really?
Okay, here we go.
Y'all feel like, how do I structure this question to make it not sound crazy? All right. Do y'all feel like there's all right, there's no easy way to ask this. Do y'all feel like white people and black people are continuing the narrative of racism against each other and continuing to cause a path of disagreement, not unity, but division, and just negative connotations against each other? Do you feel like each race is adding to the problem instead of trying to figure out a solution? Or do you feel like there are people in each race that are genuinely trying to figure out the solution? Because I personally feel as if while listening to a lot of, so say like the Breakfast Club, when I listen to a lot of black content that talks about a lot of politics, and when I listen to a lot of white content that talks a lot of politics, it seems as if everybody is more or less onto their ideology of how they think the world should work, and it's not really creating any type of unity. It's really more or less dividing even further with like the Breakfast Club just constantly pushing, like, they want everything to be black owned in the world to just be black run, and how white people are like right now in the office pretty much trying to make shit white again. Like, there's just a lot of division. Do you guys feel like there's any type of unity that can ever happen, or do you guys think that racism's just gonna never go away ever?
You want to answer first?
I personally feel like racism is never going to go away. Racism has been a thing since way before America. In every other country there has ever been. That is if it's not racism, it's classism. There's always going to be some type of
Classism and
separation.
racism aren't the same thing.
There's always going to be some type of separation. Is my
That
point.
I agree. Yes.
Always going to be a type of separation. So it's like sometimes I feel like some separations aren't needed to fight, better just improving coexistence, if you get what I'm saying.
I think that they create these narratives because it's like helping the rich stay rich and the poor stay poor. I really think it's a rich versus poor thing, to be honest. I don't really think it really has anything to do with the color of your skin anymore.
Okay.
I think it just has to do with what's in your bank account. And the rich people want to stay rich. And creating this narrative of racism is keeping them rich, keeping people rich, keeping money in people's pockets.
I guess look at it this way.
That wasn't your question, though.
Yeah.
That wasn't your question.
Yeah, I know.
So that's like,
I know. I was just feeding off of what she was saying.
yeah, but like, that's still not the answer. Like, and I'm thinking you can ask a million people this question, and I think no one will really have like agreement on a lot of things. You feel what I'm saying? I can speak. One, I don't do politics. FYI, I don't do politics. But I will say that I feel like as black people, and I hear people hate the fact that I say this. Like, I don't think we can be racist. Like, a lot of it comes off of, for an example, right? If you feel like you've been treated a certain way for a certain period of time, and then I treat you the same way that you treat me, in a lot of senses, is that wrong for feeling that way? A lot of it is built up anger. Two, I also feel like we just want a fighting chance. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of people, you hear like the Breakfast Club saying everything needs to be black. We know realistically everything won't be black, but if we can make as many things black as possible, then we'll have a fighting chance at least doing something. Like, and that's what it really is for us. You know what I'm saying?
But isn't
like,
that kind of being racist?
how so?
Because it's still showing that you want pretty much everything like that. Like, what you're saying is that black should still be the way, instead of just saying like, let's find something that should be the human way. It's still what should be the black
But
way, or it should be
realistically,
black owned, it should be white owned, it should be Spanish owned. Instead of it being a
Just
colored
owned?
Well,
specific
baby-
or a race specific, why can't it just be focused solely on human growth?
Because of human nature.
Yeah.
Human nature is never going to fully accept something that isn't like, you know what I'm saying? How do I say? That's not even just human nature, because even in the wild animals, they do the same thing. People look at things that they aren't familiar with differently. If they can't relate to it, they kind of have they look at it sideways
And
a
then
little bit.
you just can't ignore the past either. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, as slaves, like, we weren't, like, what was the race of the slaves that we have? They were black slaves. So when people say black owned or white owned or Spanish owned, this is so ethnicity based. I don't necessarily think it's anything wrong with it. You get what I'm saying?
But
Like,
I
stating
don't.
that it
I don't
is.
see it. No, I'm not saying that there's an issue with it, because I don't have an issue with people wanting their people to be owners of
No.
things. Or, to me, it has nothing to do with that. But what I think the narrative that's created is that a lot of, especially when you say, I don't think black people can be racist. I think they can be. I think anybody can be racist if you want to be, because if you have a prejudice against another race for any reason, any reason at all, to me that shows that you might not be like a fucking extreme racist, but you have your own prejudice and judgments against another race, no matter what, because those are what you've kind of learned throughout your lifetime. So I do feel like anybody in this world can be racist.
I think a lot of it just stems from what we've been through. You know what I mean? Like, and like I said,
But
I
my
can't
question
speak
is-
on other people.
But my question is, in today's world, because we're not in 1960 anymore, we're not in the 1800s anymore, what is it besides white people making y'all uncomfortable here and there? Is it that you guys are really experiencing? Because I understand that we may be in an area that may not have the best advantages for people as far as education goes and all that, but we do also have pretty damn good schools around. We have HU, CNU,
but I
we have good schools
we have
around
great
here.
schools, but you said,
So-
what is it? I mean, it's just things that, like, right now, you have a lot of people that may be pissed off just off the simple fact that we're losing a lot of things that we worked hard for. You get what I'm saying? Like,
what?
I don't know if you guys seen it right now. If you look it up, it's on.
But what
I'm about to tell you on Suffolk Public Schools. This is a real thing. On Suffolk Public Schools, going in effect this 2025 fall year, they actually have it to where parents can choose.
Or whether or not they get.
Yeah, they're gonna no. So they're gonna start basing the schools off of the dominant race. Public schools, they're basing the school based off the dominant race. So if you have 85% black kids and 15% white, that school is gonna be a predominantly black school, and vice versa. But parents are now having the opportunity to say, I don't want my kid to go to that school. I want them to go to this school. That's creating segregation.
No,
because
it's
a
not.
lot of yes, it is.
No, it's
because
not.
most parents are not going to allow their child to go to that school simply for the
That's
fact
not
that
creating
it's 85% black
segregation.
kids.
No, but that's also creating an opportunity
That's a
for their
choice of
parents.
segregation.
No,
Yes, it is.
No, see, and that's a racist way of thinking. And this
How
is why
so?
because just listen to my answer
Okay,
for
I
a
got
second.
you.
What I'm saying is that you guys are not. You're thinking of it from a segregation aspect when really it's a parent choosing where they want their kid to go learn. Now, just because a school is predominantly black doesn't mean it's a dumb school. Doesn't mean that it's a low educated school. That's not what that means. What that means is that there's mostly black kids in the school. Now, if a parent wants to go into it with the notation of, I don't want my kid who is white to be around a bunch of black kids. Yes, that's racist. I can understand why you guys would be like, oh, that wants to segregate that. No, that just means just like when I got down here, this is 100% honest truth. When I got down here, that was one of the things we looked at. You know why, though? Because I went to a school that was predominantly white kids, and I was afraid because of all the stereotypes, because of everything that I learned. I had to relearn everything. I had to relearn that black people aren't as scary as you think they are.
But that's still Yes, it's still segregate. Why does it
But
matter
no,
if the
this is-
child's point of view is to get an education? It doesn't matter if you have to separate or say, "Oh, this school is predominantly."
But what
black,
if you
this is
go
white."
into a school that it may be predominantly white kids, but just has bad education, bad teachers. It just doesn't have a good education system, so they want to put their kids somewhere else that has a
Yes.
better chance to have a better education.
But I wouldn't-
Now, if
I
you
wouldn't
look at
base
that
it
as
off
a
of
black
race.
school and it's mostly black kids in there, and it's a bad school where a lot of bad things are happening and kids aren't really getting an education, and then a parent who moves from fucking the suburbs over into a school where it seems a lot more dangerous than what their kid is used to, and they're in fear of their kid getting bullied, picked on, all of that, then they want to put their kids
Then
to
that's a
safer
personal
school.
choice, but I
That is
don't
a personal
think
choice.
using predominantly black or predominantly white as the topic
Yeah.
or the name for the schools to be putting out for people to base their
I can
decision
agree with
off
that.
of.
That
Like,
I can
get what
agree.
you're
with.
saying.
I can
stupid.
agree with
Like,
your.
that's
I can
terrible.
agree.
I
with
get
you.
what
That's
you're
why I said
saying.
it's creating segregation.
Okay, I can understand
It
what you're
gives
saying
the
from that point. of
opportunity
view.
for people to
Because you might not feel like that, but you
But
might
somebody
have
else may.
60% of people who say, "I don't want my kids going here because it's a predominantly black school or white
Yeah.
school or whatever."
yeah.
Like it's just it's weird. Like it's weird. So going into the race,
But that's
I
the
don't know.
main. That's one of the main reasons why I feel as if racism will never go away, because there's too many people, there's too many opinions.
Yeah.
It's always gonna be an opposition. It's never gonna go away. It's just that we have to learn how to deal with it.
I think I want to have hope for our newer generation of kids, and I say that for this because I think that there is a chance that there is a possibility that it's not going to go away completely, but I do feel like at some point in the future there will come a time where it's not going to matter to people as much anymore, simply because now, because of the access that we have and with how a lot of things are changing and how they have changed and how a lot of things have kind of been stamped into people, especially the younger generation, when they start getting older, you got to think like the ideology of racism and how, America works. These are still the ideas of people who were fucking alive during segregation, who was alive during all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like these are people who are 85, 75 years old. Like they were alive during those times. And so they're still there. They're still with that mindset. But eventually these people are going to die. And then these younger people who aren't living that or never really cared or believed in that will eventually at some time take those positions.
Well,
Yeah,
can you
but then
explain ancient history then? Because it's nothing but a repetition.
I was just
It
about to say
never
that.
ends.
And I think
I can understand that, but again, look at the difference between now and then.
Yeah, but you got to think too. If you're raised, those people that you just explained that are gonna die, they are also raising children who is gonna
With
grow
their
up to do the
ideology.
same
100%.
thing. So it's
100%. But I also do see a lot of these young children who are going against their parents at some point.
some, but it's still not. But it's not majority. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I
Yes,
don't know that number.
But no.
I don't know
Because
that number.
I don't know if I can agree with that 100%. I don't know, because a part of me sees a younger America starting to rise up. Like I'm starting to see younger CEOs. I'm starting to see people like Kai Cenat, Speed, who like these streamers who to us they just look like they're entertaining, but these kids are making millions of dollars because they've learned how to do this type of shit. Mr. Beast is another one that we can use that as an example, who's a scary one. And I'll say that because he gets pleasure out of the shit that he does, that he makes these people do money for. Like he genuinely seems to get pleasure out of trapping somebody in a room for 100 days to see how long they can last and fucking fuck with them the whole time. Like he takes pleasure in this shit. And although
Seeing how far you'll go.
it's Squid Game level type shit is where I feel like Mr. Beast is getting to, and it's kind of scary. And people, I don't know if people see that shit, but I see it, and it's a little scary because it's like, damn, bro, like because you know what people will willingly do for some money. But
you saying people like Kai Cenat, people like Speed, people like Beast, who are they're finding a way to become young CEOs and make money. But that's not creating how is that creating a change amongst races? You get what I'm saying? Like that's what I'm talking. We're talking about creating a change among races. So we're going generations before us that started. It's going to take a lot of
just for example here. These streamers have been traveling the world, right? So I look at things such as, I want to use Speed as an example. Speed has been traveling to all different types of countries. And when you're able to go to a country, a whole different country, right? and you have a huge impact to the point where they have to have police escorts and all that type of shit in a whole different country, you can impact on another level. This can be a good example for our country. Like, cause say, you know, Speed's going to Pakistan or something. He just going out there to visit, whatever. He does the stream. They flood the streets with people, all this shit. And it all turns out to be positive. People make money. You know, everybody has a good time. Nobody gets hurt. It's a good old time. It makes the city look good. It builds a relationship with Speed and the city and with their officials and all this type of shit.
Yeah.
And it makes an American person who came into their country look decent because he didn't do anything crazy. He just went out there, had a good old time, took some pictures with some fans, did all that type of good shit, and it made it a good old time.
Yeah.
Opposed to if he went out there and just started causing fucking ruckus, and then now they don't want him back in the country, and now that's making America look bad. Like, these are people who can put on an example for our country to others and to the world, right? To where our president and people who are running the country are putting out bad examples to the world right now, who are, I personally think we're going to have the entire world attacking us at some point because we just got a government who's pissing them off, apparently, but that's neither here or there. But I just think that these young people who are coming up, they're smart. They're getting smarter. They're wiser. They're not as fucking worried about what the color of your skin is, especially with all these little white kids out here who are super interested in black culture. All these people who are listening to the Glorrillas and all these little white boys and girls listening to the fucking, you know, NBA young boys and rappers and all them motherfuckers. Like, I do see a younger generation, maybe not destroying it completely. It'll always be there, but overcoming it a little bit. Because once these older people with these older ideologies are out.
I don't know. I think we got, like I said, I still think we got a long way to go.
Oh, I do too.
And
The
a lot of
craziest part
changes.
about it is
Yeah.
I personally feel like we've already overcame a lot. I feel like the way the world moves now is already in the direction of it's not really, don't nobody really care about the color of your skin. They just more about the money in your pocket, the size of your pocket, not really the color of your skin. I feel like the color of your skin starts to matter more on the lower levels.
Yeah.
Like the more money you got, the less you care.
Yeah.
I mean,
I agree with that.
Yeah, I can agree with that too. I do feel like people with the most money probably don't really care too much. Like one person I'm sad to say that I'm like disappointed in is Elon Musk. Like, that was somebody I really looked up to. Like, a few years ago, I remember I was just like so interested in everything Elon was
I thought
doing.
you were a creep then.
Whatever. But fucking, I was like super interested, and now it's like I see everything he's doing, and it's just like when you took over Twitter, it was cool, and I was like, haha, all those people got fired. But now you're in our government, and you just kind of walked in there and was just like, oh, you're all fired. This, to me, that's like, all right.
They
now we're
did
doing a little bit too
reveal
much.
some budget plans, some programs that were very stupid though.
Yeah, so for me, it's like, I don't know. I don't
Some people
like
got jobs
Elon
for
as
stupid
much,
reasons.
but yeah, man, I think our whole country's just in the shitter. Has been for a long time. You know, probably will be, because we're not the dominant country anymore. But
Who is
anyway.
China?
I don't know. Who fucking cares anymore?
I
Honestly.
don't know. I just like the fact, like, you go to certain places, man, it's just, like, their infrastructure. Now, granted, they say America's, like, land of opportunity, but if you go to a lot of other places, bro, like, some of the stuff that we got to deal with, I don't want to deal with there. Like, Dubai, like, they don't have, like, crime. There's no crime.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, you get drunk in public, you're going to jail. You curse,
Mhm.
you're going to jail. PDA, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, but just think about how it helps in so many different ways. You get what I'm saying? Like, whereas here it's like,
Land of the free.
yeah, a little too free.
Yeah.
a little
Freedom
too free.
creates chaos.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you just say, hey, do what you want. Like,
Yeah.
I give you free will to do what you want in my house, Monty. You're gonna stir up some stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, bro.
I
do
mean,
what you
but nah, but
Like,
me
That's
personally,
you
like,
personally.
No, but I'm just
If I'm-
saying.
Yeah,
you
I
give somebody
guess-
free will.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, word! I
You
could
get the
tear your
wrong
house up?
person.
exactly.
Well, I mean, me, I be having fucking like etiquette and shit like.
Yeah,
just be
I know
like,
you do.
You know, like
but
just
just think
manners
of
and all that, but
imagine
some motherfuckers,
everyone like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you get what
yeah.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, no, I know. especially in the studio. Motherfuckers coming to the studio, they're just careless. They don't give a fuck. Spill shit on the floor, not even say nothing to you. Fucking.
Yeah. Now imagine a place where it's like you do that, like it's a fine.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Shit.
Like,
That's what it's
You'll
about to be in this
more
bitch.
careful.
yeah, like you
Shit.
add, and let's just say
Spill
you
something
do
in this
something,
motherfucker,
you spill something or
$20
add
fine.
something down here, bro. It's a fine.
Yeah.
Like you show up 15 minutes late, that's a fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like come
it
on.
creates discipline.
It's so much discipline, man. Like so
Yeah, well,
much.
also nowadays we have all this fucking soft parenting and all this fucking bullshit going on, and all these kids who are just fucking bunch of pussies. Like, man,
Wow.
the world
Nope.
is it really
See,
is
that's-
though. Like,
one of those nopes. That's a nope, nope.
I mean, this is really what it is though. It's just like I just feel like back then when I was growing up, kids were way tougher. Like nowadays, you can't even like call a kid fat without it just being a whole big deal. It's just like, oh, come on, like suck it up, grow a set. Like I don't know. I just feel like because when I was a kid, if you weren't getting bullied a little bit, you're just gonna be a pussy. Like you gotta get tough skin. Like you gotta learn how to be tough. Like
It's weird.
you
It's
gotta get bullied a
I
little
want to
bit.
know like when did that like really become like a thing?
What bullying?
Yeah, like maybe I just like. I mean, I knew there were people that would like pick and tease.
Yeah.
But like growing up, I know like my mom, like we used to sit there. She'd be like, "Oh, you gonna say this joke? Repeat after me."
Yeah.
And like I would practice it all night
You-
when I went to
like
school.
you learn at home.
Yeah, like you know what I mean. So
Yeah.
it didn't impact me as much as it impacted kids today. But I still like I tell my kids, man, like I'm like I live in a no bully. Like I tell my kids I don't play that. Like we ain't bullying nobody kids. Like
Yeah.
I don't really care what the situation is. Like
Yeah.
we're just not playing that. I
We
don't
was
really
that
play
same way though. We didn't like bullies at all for real, for real. And like I was never one to bully kids. Like
Yeah.
any of the kids who were getting bullied and shit, I wasn't the one bullying them.
Bro,
'cause-
I had a homeboy right now, like, and I remember it was a point in time I went to private school, and shout out to my homie, but his parents had like a huge financial crisis. That was a business owner, and they were doing bad to the point to where like he was like sleeping in a hotel. You would never know sleeping in a hotel. Like I would notice he had like the same outfits on. Like now he owns like a marketing company in like 4 different states. Bro has more money than he probably even know what to do with it. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same kid that people used to bully, and now you wouldn't dare. You know what I mean? Like, even then, I treated him with like a good heart. But people be like, "Dang, bro, you can't change your clothes." Like, and I'm just like,
Yeah.
"Yo, don't do that." Like,
You don't know what somebody got going on.
you don't know what they
Yeah,
got going
word.
on, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
word.
saying? Or like the kids you see at lunch that's eating, like you don't. I never played that, like, cause I'm like the kid at lunch that's like asking you for your lunch food. You get what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
that might be all he eat all day. Like you never know. Like,
Yeah, there was this kid. I'm not gonna say his name, but when I was younger, there was this kid I used to go to school with, and like he used to get bullied because he used to kind of smell pretty bad. But like, he used to get bullied a lot, and there was one Christmas, my parents. I don't know exactly how this all came about, but like my parents ended up like helping, get gifts and stuff for their family and all that shit, and fucking. I remember going to their house one night. Like, I didn't know it was him until I got there. Like, it was his family and all that. But when we got to his house and shit, we had brought their family, like, bags of gifts and all that shit. And I just remember, like, seeing them. And I was just, like... And he just seemed, like, really embarrassed because, like, we were in the same class type thing. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like at that moment, he could have felt vulnerable. Like, I was going to go and, like, throw his business out to everybody and all that. I'm like, nah. Like, I wouldn't say it brought us, like, super close. But, like, it did... in a way, like we weren't like super good friends after that, but like it was like I understand your situation
yeah.
Respect.
and I
bro.
got you.
Yeah.
Like,
bro, because kids is like, especially when they're developing, bro, they're at a point where like they're still learning their own personal emotions. You get what I'm saying? Like, and I don't know, bro. It's just certain things is just scary. Like, especially like I said, I think it scares me more as a parent. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, I don't really like that. Like, don't do that.
Yeah,
yeah,
definitely.
I definitely wouldn't want my kid getting bullied because if he was, I'm gonna have to go in there and go to jail
Yeah, not
because
facts.
I'm gonna point a little kid across the fucking school.
Well, you
Yeah,
can't do
but
that.
see, my
Yeah, I'm going
thing
to jail.
is somebody touching my children. Like,
I'm
as soon
going
as
to
you put
jail.
your hands on them,
Especially if I were to have a daughter and like some little bitch wants to fucking put her hands on her, I'm pointing
Yeah.
that little bitch across.
See,
the
it's
hall.
like
I
when
don't
it
care.
comes to
might wanna
talking,
bleep
I try
that
to
out.
teach.
You might want to bleep that out.
I try to teach my sons not to let words bother them too much, or at least to have a comeback of some sort. But especially when it's like older, like girls, because I
Yeah.
know girls, they get touchy, and they feel like it's okay to hit on a little boy
Yeah.
and stuff like that. And I worry about that with my son sometimes.
Yeah, them
'cause,
girls
like,
was touching me as a kid. I was touching them back.
Even the ugly one that got a crush on you and gotta go punch on you every day.
Hell no. Oh,
Yeah.
nah. There was that one where she was just like,
Yeah, and that was her way of showing that she had a crush on you.
Yeah,
She
that
had
was
a
her way of
yeah.
showing because
no.
she got a crush and she about to go punch on you.
I don't think that's cool. Like it's just again, I feel like with all parents, you know what I'm saying? I hate one thing that I heard because I have a family member that's a teacher, and she was like she had a parent teacher conference, and one of the parents was like, they didn't appreciate them calling all the time, doing all of these things, and this is what they go to school for. And I think it for kids, man, a lot of it starts before they even get to school and after they what they learn in the house is what they're gonna bring to school, 100% of the time. Like they're there to learn subjects. They're not there to learn personality. They're not there to learn etiquette. They're not there to learn behavior. Like
Right.
I mean,
that's a
but-
parent's
That
job.
is a parent's
Nah,
job.
That's
but
a
hold
parent.
on.
Only
But
thing
hold
is
on,
how
though.
you interact with other kids because they might
right,
not
there
have
you
that
go.
at home. But you should still know that like these are no-nos and these are things that I can do. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not
No, I
gonna
can
go
agree
here
with
and pluck this kid in the back of the neck with rubber
Exactly.
bands because I want to. Like my dad doesn't play that, and I know that I'm not supposed to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I think it's what parents teach kids more so than what they just, you know what I mean?
But
Like,
here lately, a lot of parents have just been sending their kids to school and expecting the teachers to do
you
all
deal
of
with it. Like,
Yeah.
nah.
Yeah, see, that's why a lot of teachers are fucking quitting these days.
I don't
Like,
blame them, bro.
I don't
Or they
either.
fighting these kids.
These kids are bad.
Yeah.
These kids are bad.
Yeah.
Some of the videos
No
that
respect.
I've seen online are like, I do not blame the teachers for smacking the shit out of these kids.
No,
I really don't. Like, I'm sorry to say that, but some of these kids, they really do have it coming. Especially, like, some of them have absolutely no respect at all for adults.
No.
Like,
Or
no
anybody in
respect for
general.
authority, no respect for adults, no respect for anybody, like, at all, not even themselves. And it's like, damn. So, yeah, I've definitely seen a couple videos of some teachers smacking it back out of some kids. But, I mean, some of them kids, they have it coming, especially the kids who put their hands on the teachers.
Oh yeah.
Honestly, it's self-defense, if you ask me.
Right.
Yeah. And
I don't care how else
Especially
they
the-
want, how
especially
they
once
want to
you're in
look
high
at that
school.
shit.
Especially you in high school.
Yeah,
If you're my
I have.
size.
I've also been seeing videos of freaking like daycare workers fucking screaming at little kids, and I don't like that.
Yeah,
like
that's-
little
Yeah, yeah.
3-4-year-olds and
that
shit. Like
no, because they don't know. They still
yeah, they don't
better.
know
You
better
what I'm
yet.
saying?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
They
but
don't know better, but I feel
middle
like
school, high school,
middle
yeah.
school, high school, nah.
Yeah.
Nah. I even give you fifth grade. Like fifth grade, your child's still developing. 10 years old, still got to tell him like, this is why you don't do that. You get what I'm saying?
About 7th, 8th grade.
Yeah,
is when-
But
Seventh,
that's
eighth
the,
grade?
like the like 10 to 13 is like their real like learning like
Yeah.
this is what I shouldn't be doing stage. I know for me that was the
Yeah.
like 10
Yeah.
to 13 was the like all right, I'm not going to listen to my parents and then I'm going to do it and then I'm going to fuck up and be like all right, yeah, I'm not doing that
Yeah.
again.
But the thing is, your parents tell you don't do it.
Exactly.
But you don't understand why I
not?
shouldn't do
Why
it.
not? Yeah.
Pause. I did. My mother was a very descriptive individual.
Yeah.
She would tell me, hey, don't do this, and this is why you shouldn't, because I did it, and this is what happened to me, which is the reason why I didn't have to go out and do a bunch of crazy shit, because I had visuals in my head,
Yeah.
and it was like, oh, nah.
But you got to think too, though. At the same time, around that age, girls like your average 10-year-old boy still has the mindset and development skills of probably an 8-year-old.
Yeah, you're
compared
right.
to girls. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I don't know about y'all, but like every girl I went to school with leading up until let's just stop at like 9th grade, but like elementary school, middle school, they were always way more mature than
Yeah.
the guys. Like
Damn right.
way more mature.
Yeah.
Damn right. I mean, but that's always just like that's just like human nature. I just feel like guys, we really never grow up. Like I feel like we really are just like big ass kids most of the time. Like we might take care of responsibility, but that doesn't mean that we're not fucking off in the process.
Exactly.
Like,
Guys,
you know what
need
I'm saying?
guidance
Like
at all times.
like
Yes.
even some of the richest people in the world, like watching The Wolf of Wall Street was just like a prime example of like this is really how people are.
Yeah.
Like you gotta understand, especially when you're fucking rich and you're just addicted to making that bag, you're getting millions a day type of shit. Of course, you're probably gonna fucking act like an asshole because you're just like your confidence is through the roof. You're
Exactly.
rich. You feel good. You probably look good. Like, fuck, yeah, of course, your confidence through the roof. You're probably an asshole all the time.
Yeah.
That's just how it is, you know? Money can do that to you, bro.
Yeah.
Money
It's,
can definitely
it's,
do
I could never see myself doing that.
nah, me neither. Certain things I'm just not willing
Yeah.
to do.
I mean,
Monty, on the other hand,
Right? I can see him being a
I
whole
can see
asshole.
him dibbling and dabbling in a lot.
nah, I ain't gonna hold you. Like, if I were rich like that, it's gonna be like a Rob Dyrdek
He
Fantasy
gonna
Factory
disappear
type
on
of
us.
situation. No. Like, you ever watch Rob Dyrdek?
Yeah.
Watch the Fantasy Factory and shit. That's
Be a
the
whole
type
big
of shit
kid.
I'm trying to be on. Yeah, it's just gonna be a big ass factory full of shit and motherfuckers, just only cool people around. We all just gonna be doing fun shit all the time. Like, that's just because I mean I'm a serious person for the most part, but shit, give me a Fantasy Factory. Yeah, I'm gonna
Get
be like,
paid to play.
damn right. If I got millions of dollars, to just be like, yo, bring in a fucking zoo in this bitch now. Call in a zoo. I want it. Mobile zoo. Bring it.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, bro. I don't know. Like,
Doing
I'm
it.
so like conservative, bro. Like, and it's just like weird because like doing music, like I'm so like not a people person. Like, people are okay, but I don't really like interacting with people. So like I could not have a Fantasy Factory. Like I would have bad anxiety, like terrible.
Not even with just
A
like your
skate
people.
park inside of
No.
your own factory.
Like
Are you
no,
kidding
I
me?
don't really like. I don't know. I just don't like interacting with people. Like when you really like get to like know people and then you see people and then I'm big on energy and I know everybody energy. Ain't
Well,
good,
I'm
like-
saying
Yeah.
like if I were running a company, because you got to think like his Fantasy Factory was like, they were also running a company out of
Yeah.
that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I would have my team of people who are working,
yeah.
and then it's not gonna just be a whole bunch of
I could see Monty, like,
YNs sitting around down
Company
there. fucking-
party. Like no, like no,
Yeah, nah, like that shit off of the Wolf of Wall Street when they got all the midgets, started chucking them down a thing
Yeah.
at the targets. Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm
Yeah,
doing
you see
that.
what I'm saying? Like that is stuff like I can't do it. I
Like-
don't anxiety problem.
Nah, I wouldn't be doing that type of shit, but
Anxiety.
I definitely would just like maybe every once in
And
a
that's
while
not
just
what
be
they're
like,
called.
yo, just
They're
invite a
called-
bunch of people. Let's fucking just.
They're
turn
called
up.
little people.
People midgets.
You gotta bleep that out.
Little people sounds more insulting.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah, they don't like to be called that. I heard though. I don't
What?
know, I could be wrong.
what
Oh,
little people? That's
no,
what I
the
thought they wanted.
M-word.
What is the fucking proper?
Yeah, they
M-word.
say you
Dwarf?
can't say the M word no
You
more.
can't say that. What you said. You
Dwarf?
Can't say that.
Midget.
I know midget, but
can't
can
say
you
that.
call them
Can't-
dwarfs?
Yeah, dwarf
don't-
is a definition. That's like what some of them are. So you can't say
Yeah,
it
say little people.
because
call 'em little
dwarfism is what it is.
I don't know.
Well,
You're
some
getting,
of them is
you're getting
dwarfism.
canceled this episode.
Cancel me.
We
Ooh.
talked about politics. We talked about little people.
Look,
We talked
bro.
about people, kids.
Oh, you really want to get
We
canceled?
talked
No,
about
no,
we
no.
dang we did. Talk
Oh,
about
we
these
can get
kids.
canceled real fast.
This is your show.
I could probably get kicked off the air real fast if you really want to
I
go
said,
there.
this is your show.
Right?
This is your show.
So let's talk about. No, I'm just.
Nah,
Playing.
nah. You know what? Yep. And look.
And on that note,
Yep.
Nah, we are gonna be wrapping up anyway because that's about to be at the 90-minute mark. So, yeah, man, we're just trying to I'm just really trying to get the fucking wheels back rolling with this shit. Get used to being in front of the camera again. So I'm gonna
First
be doing
off,
a few of these.
let's do this because I don't think most people are gonna do it.
And-
But we're gonna give you your flowers right quick. How much time do we have left?
I mean, we got whatever.
Bro, let's
time
shout
we
out to
got.
Monty for getting the new spot, and
Definitely.
business is booming
Booming.
for my dog right now.
Yes, it is.
Podcast is up, partnerships are up, and there's a whole lot of opportunities,
Nah,
brother.
really.
Like
Yeah, damn right.
Sessions
I
is
ain't even gonna
coming
lie.
in and
Yeah, the
out the
sessions
door.
are. Yeah, the sessions have been flying in. That is the one thing I do want to like. Once I got in here, it was like everything just like kind of flopped, like 100% flopped. Like it's been fucking different. So and I'm enjoying it again. I'm tired today. That's why I was also kind of just like, kind of happy. The 2 sessions that I did have today rescheduled. I was like, all right, that's fine. So if I don't do anything today besides just the pod, I'll be okay with that because it's been a nonstop go. But it's been fun though. you
but
know?
it's good, dog.
Yeah,
Like,
hell
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
especially because like
Where you
having I had
recovering
my
from?
fucking tax return hit, my paycheck, and all this money I've been making from the studio all at one time in like a week span was just like swapped my bank account real quick. Caught up on everything. I'm caught up again, ahead of the game again, and I'm like chilling now. So I'm like kind of back to where I wanted to be in a very fast way. I was very happy with how fast everything just kind of.
So if you are a recording artist, any of that singer, rapper, it don't matter.
You want to start a podcast?
You want to start a podcast? Bring your ass to A Studios.
All your energy, baby.
All your
recording
energy.
Hey, make sure you
Recording G's.
make sure you send me that.
I'll clip it. Clip
Make
it.
sure you clip that. Send that. To
Make
me.
All
sure
your
you
energy
clip it.
entertainment, baby.
Yeah. So yeah, like I said, we're probably gonna do a couple more of these just to kind of get our feet back wet and get used to being in front of the camera again, because it's been it's been a while since we've really been sitting down doing this shit, and God, I'm just tired, so I gotta get my energy back up.
And
doing
thank
this
you for
shit.
having me back again. I didn't even know.
Yeah, bro. Well,
Right.
Tyler's only got a little bit of time left with us here. He's gonna be moving.
Yeah, I'm
Right?
getting ready to get
We're
out of
gonna
here.
try to get him up on the podcast and just chilling in the studio as much before you leave. You know what I'm saying? Before he leaves me.
Gotta branch out.
On to bigger and
Yeah.
better things.
Damn right.
Brody.
Going down to Florida.
It's time to go.
Damn right. I'm gonna get him out. All right. Until next week, I'm gonna catch y'all later. Oh yeah, we're not doing this shit Mondays anymore. We're just fucking doing it whenever we feel like it. Honestly,
Oh.
it makes it easier. Just when mostly Sundays, like around this time, is when I'm looking to be doing the show more often. So, just so you guys are aware, we're gonna be moving Sundays like 5-6 o'clock because. No Limit Podcast is usually tonight around 8:30. I don't think he has a show tonight though. So, but yeah, man, moving forward. This is A Chill. It's just a podcast. Peace.